at OAS are very happy to introduce a new brush. And this brush is a bigger brush called Flying Swan. You can see I already enjoyed this brush. This is already showing its maturity. It shows how much I love this brush. I'm going to share a peony painting by using this brush. I will load some white and tip touching some pink. We'll start using the brush sideways to produce. Oh, you see how nice the variation within one stroke. And some stroke can come in, some stroke can move out. The brush has tremendous flexibility, but it also has a sturdy tip, so it delivers tremendous bounce. Do you see how it bounces back? And then by pressing it, you can see the kind of variation within each of the stroke. How lovely. I'm using a flow brush. This is the all-time best brush, the pride and joy of OAS, a small flow brush to do a C-pot. And I'm going to keep the center area open for the time being. I will, again, coming back to the Flying Swan and reload the tip with similar lighter color and develop underneath the cup a layer of tutu, the ballet dancer wears tutu. And on the side, the tutu sticks out. You can see I can move the brush in and out, and yet all the shapes I show different variation. And now the real power of this brush. I can make the brush moving sideways more, and then allow the brush to show bigger petals. Always wanted a brush that can do all these things. And now the dream come true. How about another skirt? Let the color dilute a little bit. Ooh. And then I load some darker red at the tip of the brush, and I'm going to now add the depth in the center. As I press down, you see the color is fading and integrate with the root of the top petals. Ooh, this is the drunken court lady. You know, in my album, I talk about the drunken court lady waiting for the emperor all night. The emperor didn't show up, so the lady got drunk, and then the emperor wanted to show remorse and ordered the gardener to develop a special peony that would reflect the drunken court lady's face. So the peony is called the drunken court lady. And I'm using the same brush and adding some calyx around the skirt. Some green with red and some with a hint of ink. You can see as I bring the brush up how springy, how bouncy it is, and it can actually deliver to a point. Amazing. And now I'm using the side of the brush, adding the leaves. You can see how within one stroke it has the full body and yet sharp points. And even some texture. It's all one brush, folks. The Flying Swan. Now the branch. A little guest. Some calyx dots. And a happy bud. Ooh, you see that hint of green still? Happy accident. And some cheerful calyx. You can see this brush can handle thicker lines as well as fine lines. I'm bringing the different elements home. And then adding some cheerful buddings. Happy dots. I will use the OAS flow brush and work the center. Some happy dots, some pollen surrounding the seed pod. Dancing with the tip of the brush to provide a focus. And then some line work with happy dots to add some energetic vein lines on the leaf. So that is the magical Flying Swan.